You're watching GCTV, Community Access Cable Channel 15 in Greenfield, Massachusetts.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Pine Hill Orchards. Visit them at 248 Greenfield Road in Coleraine. Serving breakfast and lunch and offering homemade farm foods, you can call 413-624-3325 or go online to pinehillorchards.com. Bowery and Schmidt General Contractors, locally owned by Bob and Robin Provost. For more information and to see their work, go to their website, boweryandschmidt.com, or call them at 773-3176.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Vets Field, Greenfield High School. The postseason is here. The red hot Greenfield Green Wave taking on the Mahar Senators. This is the first round of the Western Mass Division III tournament. Winner goes to the quarterfinal round against Southwick on Monday. So a quick turnaround. Greenfield comes in winners of 8 consecutive games. They are the number 4 seed. Senators at number 13 seed. These teams played each other here at Vets Field on the afternoon back earlier this season in April. Greenfield winning that one, a rather sloppy game, Bobby. The Green Wave winning that by a score of 9-7, but that's all forgotten now. It's a one-game season. If you have a bad night, your season, and in the case of the seniors, your high school career is over.
Absolutely is, Jeff. And, you know, we always say that when it comes down to playoff time, the records mean absolutely nothing. It's 0-0, and you got to come out and be ready and prepared each and every night if you want to be able to continue to get to a championship. And I'll tell you right now, this Greenfield Green Wave team has really impressed me, Jeff, this year. You know, the one thing that's been very impressive is the pitching. You look at the 3 guys who have been able to get it done for them on the mound is their number 1 guy in Owen Phelps, their number 2 guy in Joel Peabody, and I'll tell you right now, Kyle Devlin has been a great number 3, and between those 3 guys, they've been able to really keep Greenfield in every one of these games, and that has been a big help on why they're on this 8-game winning streak.
Owen Phelps will get the start, as Bobby mentioned. He is the staff ace. He's had a very fine year. Got hit around a little bit in that matchup against Mahar earlier this year, but again, a very sloppy game in that one. Greenfield, they come in as the number 4 seed. That's judgment for their season in totality. But if they were seeding teams based on what they're doing right now, Greenfield's not a number 4 seed, Bobby. I'm sorry.
No, they're not. And they really think about it. I was really starting to think about this whole situation when I was looking at the brackets. And I'm like, yeah, Frontier got the number 2, but Greenfield, they ended up beating the number 2 seed. And, you know, I look at what ended up happening in the way that they ended up doing the pairings on that. And I really think that Greenfield probably should have got a 3. And they didn't even get that love. And that would have been nice because they would have been on the other side. And that other side would have been Frontier and Greenfield on that same side, where last year Greenfield unfortunately bowed out down in South Deerfield and got beat in the playoffs by the Red Hawks.
Captains and coaches meeting at home plate right now with the umpiring crew, just a few minutes away from the start of the game. Again, the winner will get Southwick in the next round. A quick turnaround, Bobby. That game will be either Monday afternoon in Southwick if Mahar gets the road win here. If Greenfield is victorious tonight, that game will be here at Vets Field at 7 o'clock on Monday night. But again, that's a very quick turnaround. And if Greenfield wins, we'll probably see Joel Peabody on Monday.
Yes, and you know, and I look at the way this Green Wave team is playing right now, and they've done really well at home, and I think that's going to be a big help for them to be able to have that home field advantage. And the crowd has been excellent. They've been getting some really good turnouts for the fans that have showed up to support this team. You know, Jeff, you and I were just talking about this the other day. It's always about the girls at Greenfield. The Greenfield girls this, Greenfield girls that.
Deservedly
well, you know
so, by the way.
No, absolutely. But you know what? This team's on an 8-game winning streak because they've worked hard. And, you know, you really think about what a real Tom Schusnick coaching really, when you go to a practice, it's not this 1.5 hour practice. It's a 2.5 hour. Sometimes if you're playing sloppy, you might even be sitting there in a 3-hour practice with Tom Schusnick. And that's because he wants to make sure that they tune up on the things that they need to tune up on. And that's one thing that's been able to be successful for Greenfield baseball over the years under the leadership of Coach Tom Schusnick.
We thought perhaps we'd get a rematch of the earlier pitching matchup between Greenfield and Mahar. That, of course, being That, of course, being Owen Phelps pitching against Charlie Barnes. Not the case. Barnes will be at shortstop tonight. Greenfield's going to get a look at a really fine pitcher, fine overall baseball player. He's their cleanup hitter for a reason, and he's an awfully good pitcher. Andrew Hurk will be on the towing the rubber tonight for the Senators.
Yeah, and they also wanted to make sure they had the good defense on that side of the field, which they do. They got Cody that's playing second base. They also have Hunter Campbell at first, and then Joel Peabody, the guy with the speed, will be in right field. And it looks like we're almost ready for ball.
We are just about set for baseball action here at Vets Field. We are certainly looking forward to this one as Greenfield now, again, feather in their cap, the 8-game winning streak, but meaningless if they don't get the W here tonight. There's not a player on the team, not a member of the coaching staff, not a fan in the stands who will remember that 8-game winning streak if they lose here tonight. Absolutely meaningless at this point.
It's really true, and the ones who are going to feel it the most are those players who have worked very hard down the stretch. If you really think about where Greenfield was, to end the season at 15-5, and you won 8 games in a row, that just goes to show you how much they've really worked hard to get to this point, where they were only at one time, Jeff, 7-5.
Yep.
So think about it, man. 2 games over 500, all of a sudden you end the season at 10 games over 500. 10 games over. You end up being 15-5. That's 10 games over, and that's a pretty sweet, nice way for them to go into tournament right now.
Greenfield has taken the field. We'll run down the starting lineup now for the Mahar Senators, and it'll be Jake Tenney, the left fielder, leading off. Batting second is the catcher, Will Paradina. Charlie Barnes is at shortstop. He hits third. The cleanup batter is the pitcher, Andrew Hurk. Logan Dodge, the center fielder, hits fifth. Batting sixth is the third baseman, Matt Lysick. At first base is Jake Berry. Jake is batting seventh. Batting eighth is the second baseman, Cole Johnson. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Todd Chasen, against Owen Phelps of Greenfield. Defensively for the Green Wave, Jake Sack will be in left. David Carey covers a lot of ground out there in center. Joel Peabody, excellent arm in right field. We were very impressed with him during pregame infield. Of course, he's a pitcher, so he would have that strong arm, but Joel in right field tonight. Excellent season for Cam Baird down at the hot corner at third base in really offensively and especially defensively. Jarrett Hart, a very solid shortstop. Freshman Ryan Cody is out there at second base. Hunter Campbell, one of their senior leaders and one of their bigger bats, he's at first base. Nate Hazelton is the catcher. And again, Owen Phelps, the senior, the staff ace, is on the rubber for the Greenfield Green Wave.
Wow, we're excited, man. We're getting ready to go. And tell you, fans are starting to come in. Beautiful night for baseball here at Vets Field. And this field is in mint, and I mean mint condition here tonight.
All right, it is Jake Tenney, the left fielder, stepping in on the right side. Owen Phelps is on the rubber. We are ready to go here at Vets Field. Phelps gets the sign from catcher Hazelton. The first pitch in there. That's a little bit high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, and we're underway. First pitch coming up at 7:01, 82 degrees, with sunshine is the game time temperature. 1-0 to Tenney. The windup and the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
That curveball has been so effective for him this season, and you're going to see a lot of the number 2 here against Mahar tonight.
Phelps right back on the rubber, working very quickly as usual. The 1-1 to Tenney. This ball is skied to center field, looking into the sun. Center fielder David Carey just a few steps back and to his right, puts it away. 1 down here in the Senator first for the catcher, Will Paradina.
Another good hitter, hits the ball really hard. He's not a really big boy, but I'll tell you what, he hits the ball solid, and he's been able to get lots of extra bases, and I think it's because of the speed that this catcher does have for this Mahar Senator team.
He's a right-handed batter, stands very close to the plate. He's right up against the line of the batter's box. Here's the windup, and the first pitch to Paradina, and that pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a good job right there by Phelps to be able to get that inside corner. Paradina's going to have a hard time hitting that inside corner, being so close to the plate.
Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch. Curveball hammered on the ground. Nice diving stop going to his left. Baird. Strong throw to first, and it's low, and Hunter Campbell was unable to scoop it up. And the Senators now will have a 1-out base runner at first base. The throw was low. It was a great stop by Baird going to his left, but that throw was too low for Hunter Campbell to come up with.
Yeah, that was a tough play right there, but Baird made a nice stop, but just wasn't able to get his body in really to square it up to first base.
So on first base with one out is Paradina. Charlie Barnes, the shortstop, steps in. First ball swinging, hits one in the left center field. That's a base hit. Moving up to second base is Paradina. Barnes to first with a one-out single. First and second with one out for the cleanup batter, Andrew Herc, the pitcher.
Well, this guy's going to want to do what he can to help his own cause here, as he is the starting pitcher for the Senators here today. And right now, you got a couple of ducks out there. You're hoping to be able to bring a couple of those home.
One out, Paradina on second, Barnes on first. Here's the windup in the first pitch. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, and that pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. The infield, middle infield defense is at double play depth. First and third basemen are in a little bit. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that is a little bit high. It goes to 1-1. On deck is Logan Dodge, the center fielder. No score, just underway at Vets Field, but Mahar threatening in the top of the first against Owen Phelps. 2 on with 1 out. Set by Phelps, looks to second, turns, fires, curveball, hammered, backhanded stop. They get the force play at third base. Out there is Paradina, the catcher. Barnes moves up to second. Herc reaches on the fielder's choice, 6-5. 2 outs now. And now batting is Logan Dodge.
Well, a nice job right there by Jared Hart to be able to make that stop at shortstop. He looked over to third base, had plenty of time to make that force out. And now you got an opportunity to get out of this one if you can get Dodge.
Baird actually applied the tag, did not have to. It was a force play, but Greenfield did record the out. Was not going to be a double play in all likelihood anyway. Here's the first pitch to Dodge, and he checks swing, and it didn't hold up, and it's 0-1. Runners on first and second with 2 out here. Top 1. Greenfield and Mahar scoreless. Set by Phelps. Next pitch a little bit low. Count goes to 1-1. If Dodge can keep it going, Matt Lysick, the third baseman, would bat. Set by Phelps. Checks the runner at second. Long pause. Looks again. Now turns and fires. That pitch, little bit high for a ball.
Definitely had the plate, it just was high.
Count goes to 2-1. 2 outs, 2 on here in the first for the Senators. Looking to pick up a run here or 2. Set by Phelps. The 2-1 pitch. Foul tipped out the plate, and the count now even at 2-2.
Well, a good spot right here. If you're Phelps, you can waste one if you need to.
Yeah, right now the center fielder and especially the left fielder really having to look into that fading sun. This set, and a quick check at second base. Back easily is Charlie Barnes. He's at second. Andrew Herc, who reached on that fielder's choice, is at first. Set by Phelps. The 2-2 pitch. In the air, first base side coming in. Right at the cut of the grass on the infield. Hunter Campbell puts it away, and Mahar leaves 2 runners on, but they do not score. We go to the last half of the first inning here at Vets Field. And on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it is Mahar nothing. Greenfield coming up on Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Cruise and Travel Company, located in Turner's Falls. You can call them at 413-863-3143 to make an appointment, or visit their website at cruiseandtravelcompany.com. Manny's TV and Appliances in Greenfield. Visit them at 51 River Street. Peruse their website at mannystv.com or call them at 1-800-501-3168 for the Manny's nearest to you. Fitzgerald Real Estate, located at 116 Federal Street in Greenfield. You can get information online at fitzgeraldrealestate.com or just simply give them a call at 774-6317.
Greenfield batting order goes this way. David Carey is the leadoff batter in center field. Owen Phelps, the pitcher, hits second. Batting third is Hunter Campbell, the first baseman. Batting cleanup is the shortstop, Jared Hart. Joel Peabody is in right. He hits number 5. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Cam Baird. Batting seventh in left field is Jake Sack. Nate Hazelton is catching, hitting 8th. Ryan Cody, the second baseman, hits 9th against Andrew Herc, left-hander for the Mahar Senators. We'll set them up defensively. Jake Tenney is in left, Logan Dodge in center, Todd Chasen in right, Matt Lysix, the third baseman, Charlie Barnes at short, Cole Johnson, the first baseman, Jake Berry is at first, Will Paradina catches Andrew Herc. David Carey, right-handed batter, steps in against the lefty Herc. Here's the windup, and the first pitch to Carey. And inside, he had to kind of skip out of the way of that one. And the count goes to 1-0.
During the warm-ups, everything was inside and low for Herc here. And that first pitch was exactly that.
Herc into his motion, the 1-0 pitch, and that one's high and away. Two pitches, neither one was even close, Bobby. He falls behind 2-0.
Yeah, well, you know, you're starting the game off with your lead guy. You want to get him on. Got to be smart up there if you're Carey.
The windup, the 2-0 pitch, hammered into the hole, left center field, in there for a hit. Carey takes the wide turn at first. Leadoff man on for the Wave here in the second for Owen Phelps.
Yeah, nice hit right there by David Carey, right through the hole between third and short. And now another guy who's been able to hit the ball very well here for the Wave, the pitcher, Owen Phelps.
Phelps is a right-handed batter against the lefty Herc. Carey's got great speed. Not sure how much of a jump he'd get off of Herc because he's left-handed. Here's the first pitch. That's in there for a called strike, 0-1. So after falling behind 2-0 on Carey, Phelps is able to, Herc is able to get that first strike in.
Well, that's important. You want to be able to stay ahead of the batters. Otherwise, they can get the best of you, just like Carey just did.
Set by Herc. Andrew looks to first. Carey is running. Pitches a ball. Strong throw down there, but great jump by David Carey. He stole that base easily. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, Herc didn't do a very good job at trying to hold him on at all, Jeff. Matter of fact, he sort of wasn't really paying attention to him at all, and he took advantage of that big jump, and now he's sitting in scoring position.
Phelps looking to pick him up with nobody out. The 1-1 pitch to Phelps. That is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hunter Campbell is on deck for the Wave. Herc right back on the rubber, looks in for the sign from Paradina. And he has it. Here's the set. He looks towards second just briefly. The next pitch, and that is low. 3 balls and 1 strike, so a great hitter's count here now for Owen. If it's in his wheelhouse, he'll let it rip. Otherwise, I'm sure he's going to let this go.
Yeah, and you know, that's 3 balls in a row, too, thrown by Herc because he ended up getting that first strike on Phelps to start the count.
The set. The 3-1 to Phelps. Yeah, it's foul back to the screen, and the count now goes full, 3-2. Nobody out. Carey let off with a single, stole second. Phelps trying to pick him up and help his own cause. Nice crowd here on a beautiful evening. A lot of people from Orange are down here as I look down the
they got a lot of
right
fans here.
field line.
Yeah, beautiful night.
Set by Herc. Quick lure spins, and Carey's going to steal third. They threw to second. Carey took off, and he makes it without a throw there.
What a fantastic job right there by David Carey. That is good heads-up baseball right there. Excellent job right there by Carey to really get things started here for the Wave.
And now the potential first run of the evening is now 90 feet away. Here's the set, the payoff pitch, and that is low for a ball. First and third with nobody out for a very, very dangerous hitter, Hunter Campbell. This is a guy that usually steps up in big moments, and this is a big moment early in this game.
You know, I've watched this kid play ever since he was a little boy, and I've had the opportunity to coach him as well for 4 or 5 years of his youth, and he surely is a gamer, and he is a very good hitter this year.
Here's the set. The first pitch to Hunter Campbell, and he takes a called strike at the knee inside corner. It's 0-1.
Nice pitch right there by Herc. That was a perfect pitch. Good location there against Campbell.
On deck is Jarrett Hart, the shortstop. First and third, nobody out. The set by Herc. The 0-1 to Campbell, and that is outside for a ball. Nice stop there by Paradina, the catcher. 1-1. Yeah, you talk about Hunter Campbell being a money player. I'll make the point in a minute here. Here is the set. And the 1-1 pitch to Campbell. There's a line drive in the left field for a base hit. Scoring easily from third is David Carey. Moving up to second base is Phelps. 1-0 Greenfield RBI single for Hunter Campbell.
RBI single for Campbell, but you know what? Carey did a lot of that work himself here, Jeff. Nice job with the base hit and the 2 stolen bases. He really was able to get them into that position to be able to get that first run.
Greenfield 1, Mahar nothing. Still nobody out. Runners on first and second. Phelps on second, Campbell on first. Jared Hart, the shortstop, at the dish. First pitch swinging, missed it, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Hart ended up pulling his head on that one. I don't think you need to pull your head against a guy like Herc. He doesn't really throw very hard. You just got to be able just to meet the ball against this lefty.
The set by Herc and the 0-1 pitch to Hart. And that's in there for a called strike, 0-2. This is the first time that he's gone 0-2 on any Greenfield batter. On deck for the Wave is Joel Peabody, the right fielder. Here is the set. And the pitch by Herc. And that's up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not a bad placement right there for Herc to be able to try to get Hart to bite on it, but he didn't.
Owen Phelps at second. Hunter Campbell at first. Decent speed on the bases for the Wave. Here's the set. And the pitch. Hot smash in the center field. That is a base hit. Holding the runner at third base. And it's bases loaded. Nobody out. Major rally for the Green Wave right here, right now.
Wow, what a beautiful job right here by the Wave, being able to make contact here on Herc. And now Joel Peabody. And I'll tell you another thing, too. There is no place to put this guy. So you got to be able to get the pitching in there. Otherwise, a walk is another run for the Wave.
And there's a timeout here as Mahar now will have a little meeting at the mound right now. They don't want to let this get away anytime soon here. I mean, this is not good. This is not a good start. Not what they were looking for here, Bobby, at all.
No, and, Coach Billings has got to make sure that he, keeps him on a short leash, because what you have to do when you're in your first game is do or die. So if things aren't going well, you have to make those adjustments, and that's where Coach Billings is going to have to do that here tonight against, like we said, a very hot Green Wave baseball team.
He's assisted by Jamie Pollack and Chris Bailey. Here's the set in the first pitch, and it's a wild pitch, and the second run at least is going to score. As running home easily is Owen Phelps, 2-0 Greenfield. The runners move up now, second and third with nobody out, 2-0 Wave.
Yeah, not the start that the Senators wanted here in this one. And now a base hit could score 2.
So Jared Hart moves up. Hunter Campbell moves up. He's now on third base. Hart there at second. And Joel Peabody fouls it off on the right side.
Guy caught it right off the pole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one-handed, too.
Nice.
Hey, even the team even was impressed on that one, man. He's waving to the kids.
Who is that? I know that. I can't see him through my screen.
I can't either.
And squaring the bunt as Peabody pulls it back, takes the ball. Count goes to 2-1 now.
It's the first time I've ever seen a baseball hit a pole. That was the first time. That was pretty neat. And then the guy catches it.
At first I thought that was Glenn Wilson, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, we know Coach Wilson.
Here's the set. And the pitch, that's hammered foul. It's going to hit the scoreboard or close.
Yeah. Say, playing a little Plinko over here.
Yeah.
Mr. Peabody.
I love Plinko.
I do too. It's my favorite game, by the way, on The Price is Right. Yeah, absolutely.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners on second and third, 2-0 Greenfield. That pitch is high, 3-2. Herc needs it out here badly.
He really does. There is an open spot over at first base, but you don't want to put yourself in a position with Cam Baird. He has been really hot at home hitting the ball this year.
The set and the pitch. Ground ball over to second base, in through to center field. This is going to score 2 more runs. Phelps has scored. Here comes Hart. He has scored as well. And the third or second, they got him there.
Yeah, good throw right there by the catcher, Paradina.
Peabody being ultra aggressive on the base pass, looked to take that extra base, gets thrown out there. So now the bases are empty and 1 out. But Greenfield has scored 2 more runs. It is 4-0 Wave with Cam Baird coming up.
Well, that wasn't a bad opportunity right there for Peabody to go. I mean, the way the ball was thrown offline.
Yep.
But that was a beautiful throw by the catcher. And Will Paradina did a nice job being able to get that down to second base.
So Greenfield has put up a crooked number here. We have a ways to go here, but this is a nice pad for Owen Phelps. Bear takes a called strike, 0-1.
Well, now the Green Wave is just going to have to start over again, just like they did when Carey got things started with a base hit with nobody on.
Jake Sack, the left fielder, stands on deck. Here's the next pitch to Bear. This is popped up foul down the third base side. They're going to take a look, but unable to come up with that is Matt Lysick. The ball is out of play. 0-2 now to Cam Baird.
Well, if you're the Green Wave, you're excited about the way this game has started. Sitting at home with a nice 4-0 lead here in the first.
Here's the windup and the 0-2 pitch called strike 3. Ball gets away, and they will have to throw down to first base, so they retire him there, 1-3. 2 outs now here in the Greenfield first inning, and here comes Sacker, Jake Sack.
You know, Sacker's done a nice job. You know, he had a little bit of an injury that he had to deal with at the beginning of the season, but since he's been able to get right back into the swing of things, he's been able to hit the ball very hard, and he does a nice job out there in left field as well for Greenfield. The future looks pretty bright for this Green Wave team. They have a lot of very young, very good, talented players.
Here's the windup and the first pitch to Sack. That pitch is high. And the count goes to 1-0. Sack played for our buddy Hubie, Sean Huber over at Turner's Falls High.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago. Now has since transferred to Greenfield. The windup, the 1-0 pitch to Sack. Swung on a miss, strike 1. 1-1 the count.
You know, I was looking at some of these younger talented kids that are on this team, and you got David Carey, and you got Sacker, and you got Cody. Not a bad little place right there for these guys.
Yep, they're going to lose a lot of talent, obviously, with Hunter Campbell and obviously Owen Phelps.
Yep.
For sure. A called strike on the outside corner to Sack. Count now goes to 1-2 with 2 outs. So a chance now for the pitcher Herc to stop the damage right there. The windup. The 1-2 just outside. 2-2 the count.
He watched that all the way. That was a good watch right there by Sacker. He watched that all the way.
2-2 the count. Here it is. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and the inning finally is over. But Greenfield scores 4 runs in the first. We go to the second. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Greenfield 4, Mahar nothing. Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Dunkin' Donuts, locally owned by the Mata family, with 3 Greenfield locations, including 2 drive-through locations on Federal Street and also on the Mohawk Trail in Greenfield. America runs on Dunkin'. Valley Steel Stamp is located at 15 Greenfield Road in the Industrial Park and is locally owned by Stephen Capshaw. They are now hiring, and if you want to be a part of something big, go to vsscnc.com/careers. Franklin First Federal Credit Union, located at 55 Newton Street in Greenfield. You can call 774-6700, or for more information, go to their website at franklinfirst.com.
You're watching GCTV, Community Access Cable Channel 15 in Greenfield, Massachusetts.
Each year, hundreds of loving dogs in Franklin County are abandoned without food or shelter. The Franklin County Sheriff's Regional Dog Shelter provides a sanctuary for these dogs in transition to the permanent homes. Adopt a dog from the FCSO today and offer them a forever home in your heart.
Welcome to the Franklin County Sheriff's Regional Dog Shelter.
Third baseman Matt Lysick leading off here, right-handed batter. He is the third baseman for the Senators. Check swing, as he was really fooled by that pitch, Bobby. Fouled it off on the right side, 0-1.
Yeah, he sure was. Matter of fact, he wasn't sure whether he wanted to swing at that one or not, Jeff, and his bat just got stuck out there, and that's exactly what happened for strike 1.
And you could hear the ping all the way up here with our crowd mic out there. Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch to Lysick. Swung on a miss, strike 2. So Lysick in an early hole, 0-2, and now Phelps can pretty much do whatever he wants here.
Yeah, you know, I try to throw a curve in the dirt. Why not? Make the kid chase it.
See if Hazelton put down the 2. Here's the windup and the 0-2 pitch. It was a curveball, swung on a miss, strike 3.
Nice pitch right there by Owen Phelps. That was a solid performance right there to be able to get 3 really quality strikes in a row there on Lysick.
Jake Berry, the left-handed hitting first baseman, now steps in for the Senators. 1 out here in the second, 7-inning ball game. Greenfield leading 4-0. Owen Phelps, he scored one of those 4 runs in the first. His first pitch in there for a strike. 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Phelps this inning.
Yeah, you know, this Mahar team has a lot of lefties.
Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch. Hammer down to first base. And taking it to the bag himself is Hunter Campbell very quickly. 2 outs here in the top half of the second inning. And Cole Johnson, the diminutive second baseman, steps in for Mahar.
Well, he's a little guy. Very small, very tiny.
Here's the number 1. Right-handed batter.
You know, you honestly look at him and you think that he's, you know, probably a middle school type kid. But, hey, to be able to get a start on the varsity team, he can't be too bad.
First pitch, check swing. He let it go low, and the count goes to 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on here in the second inning. Greenfield with 4 in the first with a comfortable, for now, margin. And again, Owen would love to put up a 0 there and just keep doing that. Wind up, and the 1-0 pitch to Johnson. He was fooled on that curveball, swung through it, and the count goes to 1-1.
Really solid number 2 that we've seen the last 3 times we've been here, Jeff, to watch Owen Phelps. He's just been excellent with his curveball. It's very effective.
The windup and the 1-1 pitch just inside. Johnson had to jump out of the way of that. 2 balls and 1 strike. If Johnson can keep it going, number 9 batter, right fielder Chad Chasen, will bat next.
It's a big name out there in the Orange Athol area, the Chasens.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Hammered down the ground, third base side, bared up with it. Strong throw over to Hunter Campbell. 1-2-3 inning for Owen Phelps. We go to the last half of the second inning. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Greenfield 4, Mahar nothing. This is Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by the Northfield Golf Club. Located at 31 Holton Street, the Northfield Golf Club is a 9-hole golf course. You can call them at 413-498-2432 or contact Shelby for more information at shelby@northfieldgolfcourse.com. Riff's North Restaurant and Bar, located at 116 Avenue A in Turners Falls. Local owner Rich Lyman invites you to stop in and try them. For hours and menu, go online to riffsnorth.com. Dillon Chevrolet. Visit their showroom at 54 Main Street in Greenfield. Call them at 413-376-4135 or go online to dillonchevrolet.com. Thanks, folks. Greenfield Savings Bank, celebrating 150 years. For a local Greenfield Savings Bank location near you, go online to greenfieldsavings.com.
Nothing, first pitch to Nate, and he takes a called strike at the letters. It's 0-1.
He looked good in batting practice. I had a chance to get here early enough, Jeff, here tonight to be able to watch the kids hit. And he was hitting the ball really well during BP. So we'll have to see what Hazel can do here.
Takes another called strike at the letters. Quickly 0-2 to Hazel. And it was motion. Here's the pitch from Andrew Herc. And that is fouled off on the right side out of play. And the count remains 0-2. It'll be Hazelton, Cody, and then back to the top of the order, and David Carey, who got it all started with a single, 2 steals to get into scoring position for Greenfield. Here's the pitch, hammered foul down the third base side rather, still 0-2.
Well, Hazel stayed hanging tough here. Definitely in the hole, though.
Herc in the motion, the 0-2 pitch. He takes it for a called strike 3. 1 down here in the Greenfield second. So much better start to the second than it was in the first inning for Andrew Herc.
Yeah, well, now you got Cody, the 9th batter. This is the guy that you always want to try to get on base because you know you got your big guns in the top of the order that are coming up next right behind him. And there's only 1 out.
Cody, a right-handed batter, just a freshman. Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes it for a ball, 1-0. David Carey on deck. If someone can get on, we'll be back to Owen Phelps. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit low, 2-0 the count.
Well, after looking so good and getting in the hole against Hazel, all of a sudden now, Cody, he's got the hitter's count right now, 2 balls.
Burke back on the rubber, the windup, and the 2-0 pitch. And that's low, goes all the way to the backstop. 3-0 now. to Ryan Cody.
Well, if I'm Coach Schuschnigg, I want the speed of Cody on the base pass, and I'm going to try to get a walk if I can. Make him have to throw at least one or two.
The windup and the 3-0 pitch takes it in there right down Broadway, 3-1.
Yep, now if you're Cody and you got something right down the plate just like that last pitch, you go for it.
Herc in his motion, the 3-1 to Ryan Cody, foul back to the screen. So now it's 3-2. Nice job by Herc to work himself back into the count. 1 out, nobody on here in the second. Greenfield leading 4-0.
Well, you know, if you're Cody, you want to try to stay on the back part of your feet, get on the back part of your legs so you can get that stretch out there.
Payoff pitch is a fastball high and outside. Cody walks with 1 out. And here comes the top of the order, David Carey, who got things started with a single, 2 steals, and he scored on Owen Phelps.
I just thought that the heads-up play of Carey was a great start for what Greenfield was able to do in that first inning. You know, being able to steal 2 bases, very sharp steal from second to third was great.
Cody takes his lead. First pitch to David Carey, and that's a ball, 1-0. Cody on first, 1 out. Greenfield 4, Mahar nothing. Winner plays Southwick on Monday. The set by Herc, and the pitch. Carey swings and misses, and the count now even at 1-1. If Greenfield wins, that game against Southwick will be here at Vets Field Monday night. If the Senators can come back and win, they'll go to Southwick on Monday afternoon. Set by Herc. The 1-1 pitch fouled back to the screen, and the count now goes to 1-2.
Well, Carey barely got a hold of that one. Almost looked like he overswung, Jeff, and almost threw himself out of the batter's box when he was trying to swing at that one. And keep your head down, keep an eye on that ball, and just drive it.
1-2 the count to Carey. Cody leads off first. Here's the pitch. That's low in the dirt. Count now even at 2-2. Owen Phelps on deck. Hunter Campbell in the hole.
I don't think you're going to see Cody steal with the good power coming up here for Greenfield.
He's running here. There's a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit. Cody makes the turn. He's held up at second base.
David Carey looking good here tonight, Jeff.
Second hit of the night. So Greenfield now with 2 on and 1 out, already leading 4-0. And here comes Owen Phelps. And now Art Billings, the Mahar coach, and he's going to make the change right here. Herc is out. Barnes now will come in from shortstop to pitch. The right fielder, Todd Chasen, I believe is going to be going to short. And they're going to put Herc out in right field, I believe. Wholesale substitutions here. We got players moving everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And Coach Billings had to make that move. I mean, right now, after 2 innings, you're sitting with 2 guys on right now here in the second after Greenfield already put a 4th spot on you in that first inning.
Well, the bottom line is this, Bobby. In high school baseball, you're not seeing a lot of swings and misses by Greenfield. They were hitting him really right from the jump.
Yeah, exactly. You know, another guy who has been really impressive in hitting for Greenfield is not only guys like Campbell and Phelps, but I've been very impressed with the way that Peabody's been able to hit the ball the last couple of games that we've been here as well. And he's got a lot of speed, too. So you really think about what Greenfield has. If they can get their top of the order to get hot, we saw what they were able to do for their first 6 batters, Jeff, and it was very effective.
Yeah, Greenfield has become a handful. Earlier this year, offensively, a little spotty. They had several games where, the big bats were pretty much silent. There was not a lot going on here in terms of offensive production, at least by virtue of how much talent they have, but
yeah,
it's really coalesced as the season has progressed, and yeah, they are a nightmare team to perform against right now.
They are, and the other thing that people need to understand too is last year, Greenfield's biggest problem was their offense. They were able to be in games, Jeff. They were losing games like 3-2 and 4-3 and 2-1. I mean, they had a hard time with 1-run games last year.
Herc is now in right field. Second baseman Cole Johnson has moved over to short. We'll get the rest of the defensive alignment. But first things first, 2 on with 1 out. Charlie Barnes now pitching. And here's the first pitch to Owen Phelps. Curveball is high. And the count goes to 1-0.
Really good athlete here is Barnes. Probably one of the better athletes over at Mahar Regional.
Yep, plays football in the fall, basketball in the winter, and baseball in the spring. Next pitch is for a strike 1-1 to Owen Phelps. On deck, Hunter Campbell. Greenfield 4, Mahar nothing. Runners on first and second with 1 out. That's Cody on second, David Carey on first. Here's the set and the pitch. Check swing, ball low, 2-1.
Got a weird release when he throws his curveball, Jeff. It's almost like his arm goes way out when he throws the curve. So that way, that's a good indicator that you can be able to know he's going to throw that.
And that pitch is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike now.
You know, now if you're Owen Phelps, you want to watch and see if that elbow is going to go way out. If it does, the curveball's coming your way.
The set, the 3-1 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 2. The count now is gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Owen Phelps. Cody on second, Carey on first. 1 out. Greenfield 4, Mahar nothing. Is set by Barnes, and the payoff pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. A quick throw down the first base. Back easily, though, is David Carey. So now there are 2 outs for Greenfield, and stepping up is Hunter Campbell.
Well, a big spot right here for Hunter Campbell. He got 2 guys on. The hit and run was on when Carey was up, and that's why Cody was able to get the second base. They also turned out to be a base hit anyway. But now, Hunter Campbell, he had himself the RBI with his base hit in the first. See if he can do it again here in the second.
Here's the set. The first pitch to Hunter, hammered on the ground down to shortstop. Johnson bobbled it. Strong throw, got him by a half a step. And the side is retired. Greenfield threatened, but did not score.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Pine Hill Orchards. Visit them at 248 Greenfield Road in Coleraine. Serving breakfast and lunch and offering homemade farm foods, you can call 413-624-3325 or go online to pinehillorchards.com. Bowery and Schmidt General Contractors, locally owned by Bob and Robin Provost. For more information and to see their work, go to their website, MoweryandSchmidt.com, or call them at 773-3176.
Back here at Vets Field, Bobby, earlier I was talking about your nephew Hunter, who just graduated from Greenfield recently, talking about what a money performer he's been. Caught that big touchdown pass on 4th and 23 against Turner's a couple of Turkey days ago. Other big games on the gridiron. Big moments on the basketball court and obviously on the baseball diamond. And the last kid that was for Greenfield that was such a money player is a kid that grew up right off to our right behind the screen. And Parker Hickey was a guy, buzzer beaters in basketball. He last second Hail Mary touchdown. He just had a knack for making big plays, kind of like Hunter.
Yeah, you know, and I look back and I remember one day I was sitting over at a GHS basketball game and Parker threw up this heave and it was nothing but nylon, man.
At
and
the
the place went crazy. Yeah. I was at that game. And
I was at another game on Bear Country where he had a buzzer beater to beat Turner's at Turner's. That was an exciting moment. More on that in a minute. Chasen leading off from Mahar here in the 3rd inning. 4-0 Greenfield. That pitch is high from Phelps. It's 1-0. And I remember a last-second Hail Mary touchdown reception by Parker Hickey at Mahar to beat this Senator team several years ago. He just had that knack. Some guys do, and many of us do not. Next pitch to Chasen is high for a ball. It's 2-0. Todd Chasen, the right fielder, the number 9 batter. Then back to the top of the order for Jake Tenney, and then Will Perodina, the catcher. The windup and the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, popped in the air, shallow center, Hart going out, second baseman Cody going out, center fielder Carey comes in and puts it away. 1 down here in the Senator 3rd.
David Carey has great wheels, man. I mean, he came flying right in from center field, had no problem. He even stopped and just waited for that ball to come down. Beautiful play right there. You know the old saying, Jeff, it's easier to come into a ball than it is to try to run behind.
Absolutely. Back to the top of the order, it's Jake Tenney, the left fielder. 4-0 Greenfield. First pitch to Tenney, and that pitch is low for a ball. Home plate umpire is Billy Joe Robideau, Ware, Mass native. He was a legendary high school baseball player in the state of Massachusetts. Went pro with the Milwaukee Brewers. Later played with the Red Sox. Ground ball down the shortstop and through Hart. It went to Cody, the second baseman, who could not make a play. So E6 on that one. Jerry could not come up with that. And a one-out runner for the Senators here in the third.
Well, two of their runners here today were on errors. First one was that error by the third baseman, Cam Baird. Well, really what happened with him is he made a beautiful stop. He just couldn't square himself up to get that ball over to first base.
Runner is going, pitch in there for a strike, and a shot at second base in there safely is Jake Tenney. Now he is in scoring position with one out for Will Paradino, who has an 0-1 count after that first pitch.
Will can hit the ball very well. Matter of fact, he was the one who did reach on that error that happened back in that first inning. Hit the ball very hard, but it was a beautiful stop by Baird. Did he hurt himself, or is he just trying to take his gloves off?
Yeah, there's a little bit of
okay.
delay. He's out second base. He's okay.
Yeah, and Steve Wall's out there.
Yep, thank you. That's the other umpire out there.
Yeah. I remember Steve back in the day when we were our camp counselor, big guy.
That's right.
The old A, the big old A. By the way, the big A, folks, for us older folks, is Camp Apex, by the way.
Still going strong.
Oh, yes.
Here is the set. And the 0-1 pitch to Paradina. Curveball hit in the air to left field. That's going to drop in front of Sack. Quick throw to third. First and third with one out. And the Senators have something going here against Phelps in the third. Trailing 4-0, but maybe not for long.
Yeah, I mean, a good start right there for them here in the third inning. You know, he did get the first batter on that fly out to Carey, but after that, it was the E6 and now the base hit. So now you got a guy sitting at first, you got a guy sitting at third. The question is with the speed of Paradina, will he try to go and steal second base?
Quick throw to first, back easily is Paradina. You got Jake Tenney out there at third. Paradina at first, Charlie Barnes now pitching. Start of the game at shortstop. Here's the pitch. Outside, shot at second base, and he's out.
Oh, nice throw right there by Hazel. Beautiful chuck right down to second base. Cody able to make that play, and Paradina is now out.
2 outs now. Runner remains on third base, so the Senators run into an out at second base on the attempted steal, and now a chance for Owen Phelps to get out of the inning, put up another 0 on there. He has shut him out so far. Here's the set. The 0-1 pitch to Barnes, and just outside for a ball. The count now goes to 1-1. If Barnes can reach, Andrew Herc now playing right field would bat next.
Well, Charlie did get a hit off of Phelps in the first.
Next pitch, hammered on the ground, down to second base, picked up by Cody, on to Hunter Campbell, and they work out of it.
That's good work right there.
And the crowd responds. We go to the last of the third inning, and on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it is Greenfield 4, Mahar nothing. This is Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Cruise and Travel Company, located in Turners Falls. You can call them at 413-863-3143 to make an appointment, or visit their website at cruiseandtravelcompany.com. Manny's TV and Appliances in Greenfield. Visit them at 51 River Street. Peruse their website at mannystv.com or call them at 1-800-501-3168 for the Manny's nearest to you. Fitzgerald Real Estate, located at 116 Federal Street in Greenfield. You can get information online at fitzgeraldrealestate.com or just simply give them a call at 774-6317.
One of the most important attributes of a good, strong pitcher, obviously having a strong arm and a good repertoire of pitches, but composure, the ability when you got runners on base and you need to make good pitches that result in outs. Not everybody can do it, but Owens, he did it in the first inning, he did it again in the third, and he still has the shutout going here as we go to the top half of the fourth inning here. Last half of the third, I should say.
Yeah, last half of the third, yeah. And he's sitting right now with a 4-0 lead. Nice little cushion for him right now. And Greenfield, last guy to be able to get a base hit was Hart and Peabody, and they're both up here in this third inning.
Yeah, you know, it can happen, especially with young players, even older players, losing your composure and surrounding a big inning. But the thing about Owen, you know, he's quarterback on the football team, did a lot of point guard work. for Angelo in the basketball court this last season, and he's not going to get phased. I mean, he's the guy who, led the Green Wave on the football field to some big victories. Here's the first pitch to Jared Hart. And that pitch is low for a ball. So if there's a guy that's going to be unfazed out there, that would be number 10 for Greenfield.
And you know what? The best part about the kid is he stays very composed, like you said, and that's huge in athletics. Being able to not beat yourself, Jeff. And if you can not beat yourself and you can stay composed, you usually have success. And that's why he has had such a great year.
2-0 the count. Next pitch is a curveball swung on a miss, strike one. It goes to 2-1. I know people that grew up around here as Red Sox fans don't want to hear that, but I always remember the story of when Derek Jeter was drafted in the first round by the Yankees back in '92. People forget this. Next pitch to Hart, foul back to the screen, and the count goes to 2-2. He hit 202 and committed a truckload of errors in rookie ball, and he said his biggest problem had nothing to do with physical play. The game was going way too fast for him, way too fast. And when you learn how to slow it down in his mind, you know the rest of his story.
Absolutely. And I really believe that a lot of these kids, the problems that they usually have when they're not doing well is the pressure that they put on themselves.
Here's the windup, and the 3-2 pitch to Hart, taken high, and Greenfield gets the leadoff man here on base. Bottom of the third, they already lead 4-0, and here comes Joel Peabody.
Well, Joel ended up with a base hit back in the first inning. Of course, he was able to score one of those 4 runs as well. Should wonder if they're going to go with that hit and run here with Hart.
Jarrett takes his lead. Here's the set by Charlie Barnes. They squared a bunt, pulls it back. That pitch is high. Count goes to 1-0 on deck. For Greenfield is Cam Baird, the third baseman. Set by Barnes. And the 1-0 pitch squares to bunt. And he did tip it, and it got away from the catcher, so down to second base. So they advance him anyway.
Yep.
As Peabody did foul tip it, but the catcher, Pederini, could not come up with it. Pederina, and down to second base goes Jared Hart. So he's in scoring position now. Nobody out here in the fourth. Greenfield already leading 4-0. Set by Barnes, looks to second, he squares to bunt again, bunts it right in front of the plate. They briefly look to third. Strong throw, no, he's safe. That little look to third by the catcher, Peradina, and reaching on essentially a bunt single.
Wow. And I got to tell you, he was flying down the line. Matter of fact, the first baseman from Mahar, he wasn't able to get there either, and that was another problem with Jake Berry not being able to be on the bag.
Greenfield really putting a lot of pressure on this Senator defense. First and third now with nobody out. And the third baseman, Cam Baird, steps in on the right side. First pitch, he bunts it down the first base side. That is going to go foul. 0-1.
You know, 25 years ago, Tom Schuschnigg, small ball, wasn't really talked about very much back then, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, even 35 years ago when you and I were playing for him,
yeah.
It was about getting in the box and hitting the ball. Now, it's been a very effective thing for this Green Wave team this year.
First and third, nobody out. The runner going from first. They bluff the throw. And easily down to second base goes Peabody. Second and third, nobody out. Greenfield really looking to break it open right here. They already lead 4-0 in the third. If they can get a couple more, maybe double the lead here, that could be ball game. The set, the pitch, curveball is high. 1-2. Tried to go to the slow curve, and that was a slow curve. That was coming in at around 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, and if you see the way his release is, you can tell when that's coming.
Yeah. Here's the pitch, fastball fouled back over the screen off to our right.
It's almost like Charlie Barnes is giving a gift to Greenfield by sort of showing them what's coming.
It's coming, yeah. So if you see that certain delivery, you know you can kind of wait for the curve and see if it's going to catch the plate.
Exactly.
1-2. Ground ball right back to Barnes. Bluffs the throw to third, throws over to first base. They get the out there as Barry gets the put out.
Nice play.
Runners second and third with one out now. And here comes Sacker, Jake Sack.
Well, Sacker's got an opportunity right here. He's got 2 guys sitting in scoring position. This could really open things up here for the Wave. You know, if you could be able to walk out of here at the end of 3 with a 6-0 or even better lead, you're sitting in the driver's seat right now here at home with your ace on the mound.
The first pitch to Sack. He's going to bunt it. This is going to shuffle, throw, and it goes off the catcher's mitt. Scoring from third is Hart. Greenfield now with runners on first and third on the fielder's choice after the bunt. Hart scores the 5th Greenfield run. It is 5-0 Wave.
Wow, really opening things up right now.
Yep.
And now you got another guy who's got wheels in Peabody here at third. You try that squeeze again? It's working.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's working. Why not?
You're getting the guys who are struggling with the bat comparative to the other part of the lineup, so why not?
Yeah.
Hazelton swinging though, tomahawks one into center field, an RBI single. Scoring easily from third is Peabody. RBI single for Hazelton, 6-0 Green Wave.
Wow, nice hit right there by Hazel. That was solid. That was right on it, right on the barrel for that one. And now Cody's got a chance to help do the damage here. Runners on first and second, and only 1 out here for the Wave in the bottom of the third.
Number 9 batter Ryan Cody, he walked his first time up here now in the third. Greenfield leading by a half-dozen runs. First pitch is high up over Ryan's head, 1-0. I'm not sure where Art Billings goes next. If Barnes can't get out of this.
The only thing I could think of is that they might go with Barry, their first baseman.
Yeah, the first baseman, another lefty. He's right-handed, rather.
Yeah.
That pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. Barnes needs an out here. That last bunt play when they squeezed the guy in, he tried a little shuffle throw to the plate, didn't work. Cody takes it outside, 3-0, showing a good eye there.
Yeah, it's not a good spot right now. Think about this. If your 9th batter can be able to get on base, you've got bases loaded in your top of the order coming up. Carey already has 2 base hits here in this one.
The 3-0 pitch, that's low in the dirt. Ball 4, Cody down to first. Hazelton goes down to second base. Baird over to the third. And now, David Carey, top of the order, already 2 for 2. 1 out here in the third inning.
He's hit the ball very well.
Barnes sets, pitches. Swung through that one, 0-1. Barnes is going with the going from the set, not the full windup with the bases loaded.
Carey went for the big bomb on that one with the swing he took, man.
Set, and the 0-1, that is low, ball 1. 1-1 to David Carey. On deck, Owen Phelps, and Hunter Campbell will follow. 1 ball, 1 strike. The set by Barnes. The pitch, that is high with a curve, 2-1. Greenfield won by 2 runs here at Vets Field, 9-7 over Mahar back in April. They lead by 6 here, maybe more to come. Here's the next pitch to Carey. That is outside, 3-1. Nowhere to put him, Bob.
No, nowhere to put him. Matter of fact, if I'm Carey, I'm going to make him throw me a pitch. I want to keep stacking up the points right now, the runs here.
Yeah.
No, really. Hey, you want to get yourself in a good position here.
3-1 pitch, high, ball 4, walks in a run. Greenfield now leading 7-0 as trotting home from third base is Jake Sack. And Owen Phelps will come up, and the base is still loaded with 1 out, and this game is getting away from the Senators quickly here. Phelps can really open it up if he can get a single or better here. Here's the first pitch to Owen. That is high, 1-0.
That's 3 balls in a row here by Barnes.
Now he is working out of the full windup. The 1-0 pitch, that's low in the dirt, 2-0.
Oh, he's really struggling to try to find a spot here. And like we said, there's no places for him to go right now. High school baseball, you don't want to be walking in runs.
The 2-0 pitch, popped in the air on the right side. This could be trouble. Shallow right field, it's going to drop. Scoring easily from third is Hazelton. RBI single for Owen Phelps. 8-0 Green Wave.
Wow, nice job right there. That's a base hit by Phelps. It was just over the first baseman's. It was right between second and first, but it was in the inside of the grass, but it was really a tough job for the second baseman to try to get to. And, you know, the problem is that Barry, he wasn't able to get back enough to be able to get that at first base.
Hunter Campbell now first ball swinging. Skies one foul down the right field line. And this one will go uncatched. 0-1 to Hunter.
Now, Hunter definitely behind that one. He's going to have to get a little more of a faster swing on that one because that was way late.
Barnes, the bases loaded, will work out of a full windup. The 0-1 pitch hammered in the air to right field. They line it up. That is caught. Runner from third will tag. Here comes Ryan Cody. He will score easily. 9-0 Greenfield. The other runners move up as well. They are playing an excellent baseball game here tonight. Nice job there by Hunter Campbell getting the 9th run in.
Yeah, big sacrifice right there. Can't go wrong when you guys are able to score runs. And boy, they've really opened this game right up.
And that is Herc out in right field who made that put out, but had really no chance to get Cody at the plate.
Well, they've already gone through the lineup here.
Yep.
The guy who started things off, Jared Hart, is here for his second plate appearance here in the third.
9-0 Greenfield. Runners on second and third with 2 outs now. Here's the pitch from Barnes to Hart. Swung on a miss, and the count now goes to 1-1. So looking very much like it'll be Greenfield Southwick Monday night here at Vets Field. The windup, the pitch, curveball inside, nearly hit him. Oh, they called strike.
Wow.
Hart wondering, did you see that look?
I did. I totally did.
Looked over at his dugout like, really?
Yeah, okay.
1-2 pitch, another curveball. This is popped right behind the plate. And a diving attempt by the catcher, unable to come up with it, Will Paradina. And the count will remain 1-2. Hart will come back to the batter's box.
You know what happened is he saw the curveball come. He honestly just sort of lunged when he tried to get it, and that's why he popped it up.
Well, the one thing we can say, we mentioned it on an earlier broadcast, Bobby, either the Frontier or the Alpha game, I don't remember. I'm just glad to see Jared Hart out there performing for the Greenfield Green Wave. He's had his injury problems, and it's just good to see him out there.
Yeah, he's had a healthy year so far.
Swung on a miss, strike 3, so he goes down, ends the inning, but Greenfield sends 10 men to the plate. They score 5. We go to the 4th inning. All Greenfield, they lead at 9-0 on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. This is Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Dunkin' Donuts, locally owned by the Mata family, with 3 Greenfield locations, including 2 drive-through locations on Federal Street and also on the Mohawk Trail in Greenfield. America runs on Dunkin'. Valley Steel Stamp is located at 15 Greenfield Road in the Industrial Park and is locally owned by Stephen Capshaw. They are now hiring, and if you want to be a part of something big, go to vsscnc.com/careers. Franklin First Federal Credit Union, located at 55 Newton Street in Greenfield. You can call 774-6700, or for more information, go to their website at franklinfirst.com.
You're watching GCTV, Community Access Cable Channel 15 in Greenfield, Massachusetts.
Climate change is creating hotter summers in Massachusetts, but relying on energy-hungry air conditioning to cool us only increases heat-trapping emissions. Urban shade trees are our natural defense. In 2007, the city of Worcester removed 28,000 trees to contain infestation of the Asian longhorn beetle. Over the next 2 summers, the denuded city used 37% more electricity to cool its buildings. Plant trees on the east and west sides of buildings to block sun and lower humidity. This reduces your electricity bill and protects our climate.
We're at Vets Field, Greenfield High School, Western Mass Division III baseball first round. And Greenfield with a 9-0 lead as Mahar comes to bat in the 4th inning, which brings up the question that you posed during the break, Bobby, and it's worth exploring. I mean, you got Owen Phelps out there on the mound right now, but Greenfield has a huge lead. The question is, might they pull him, go with someone else to complete the game, and have him relatively fresh for a quick turnaround.
I personally feel that if they have an opportunity here in the bottom of the fourth to score another 1 or 2 more runs, and you're sitting on an 11-run lead, I think that that's something that Coach Schustek really might want to take into consideration. And that way, you know you got some fresh pitching for Monday with the quick turnaround, Jeff. It's just an option, but I sort of like that option if it's going to be available, especially if they score a couple more runs here in the bottom of the fourth.
All right, top of the fourth right now for Mahar, left fielder Andrew Herc, the starting pitcher, steps in, first ball swinging. Oh, foul ball.
Yep.
I was just going to say, if he gets one pitch with one out, if he has an inning here where he throws, say, less than a dozen pitches, it puts up another 0.
I mean, he hasn't really thrown a lot of pitches here tonight,
no,
Jeff.
Has
really.
not gone deep into the count. It's given up. They've hit him a little bit, but he's always been able to pitch out of it.
Yeah.
0-1 the count to Herc. Here's the next pitch, and that's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. It will be Herc, Dodge, and Lysick, the 4th, 5th, and 6th batters in the Senator lineup here in the 4th. They trail 9-0. It all starts with getting a base runner on. Swung on a missed, and the count is 1-2. Yeah, there's no such thing as a 9-run home run, Bobby. And
no.
What you need to do is just take it very slow. Get a run here, another run there. Certainly put zeros up against Greenfield.
I used to tell my kids, you got to chip away.
Just chip away. This pitch is chip foul back to the screen. Count remains 1-2.
A little bit of a lazy swing right there by Herc, because that curveball has been so effective for Owen.
Here's the windup. And the pitch, that is inside. The count now goes to 2-2.
Still sitting ahead of the count here. Even with that wasted one there, he still is ahead here at 2-2.
Windup. 2-2 pitch, curveball just outside. Ooh,
that was close.
You see Owen's
Honestly,
face.
that was really close for him to want to take. You would think that Herc would have not wanted to take that option that close, but he did.
So the count now goes full, leading off here in the 4th inning. The windup and the payoff pitch. Grab ball down the shortstop, off the chest to Hart, picks it up. Strong throw to first, got him by a half a step, maybe a quarter of a step.
You know the old saying, Jeff, that you got to stay in front of the ball and let the ball be able to not play you? Well, that was a great job right there by Jared Hart at shortstop to be able to not let the ball get the best of him, and he made a beautiful throw to first base to Hunter Campbell to pick up the out.
Owen Phelps now with 1 down, and now batting Logan Dodge, the center fielder. Greenfield leading 9-0. Wind up in the first pitch to Dodge. Swung on a miss. Strike 1, 0-1. Dodge is swinging a neon green aluminum bat.
You know, Owen, to me, I think he's gotten stronger here since that first inning, Jeff.
I would totally agree with that. The windup, the 0-1 pitch. Nice pitch there. Got him way out in front, and the count quickly 0-2.
That was a beautiful pitch. That's a tough pitch to hit. That was a really good release right there by Phelps. Now you're way ahead here. You got 2 strikes on him. Maybe you try to go a little outside.
Here's the windup. The 0-2 pitch, curveball, ground ball down the short. Hart fields this one cleanly. Strong throw to Campbell, got him. Quickly 2 outs here in the Senator 4th inning.
Excellent job right there at shortstop by Jared Hart. Good fielding right there. Nice job by Owen Phelps to be able to really contain these Mahar hitters. He is totally in control right now here in this one tonight.
And now batting. Here's the windup and the pitch. Guys in there for a ball low. In there for a strike.
Yeah, they called it right on the knees. Yeah, that was a good pitch right there. Nice. That was sort of a curveball that was a late. It ended up curving late.
Noah Chabot is the batter. Did not start the game. He's now hitting in the Matt Lysick's spot at third base. And he swung through that last one, 0-2. So a chance for a nice clean inning for Phelps. The next pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3. Easy rocking chair inning for Owen Phelps. We go to the last of the 4th inning. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Greenfield 9, Mahar nothing on Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by the Northfield Golf Club. Located at 31 Holton Street, the Northfield Golf Club is a 9-hole golf course. You can call them at 413-498-2432 or contact Shelby for more information at shelby@northfieldgolfcourse.com. Riff's North Restaurant and Bar, located at 116 Avenue A in Turners Falls. Local owner Rich Lyman invites you to stop in and try them. For hours and menu, go online to riffsnorth.com. Dillon Chevrolet. Visit their showroom at 54 Main Street in Greenfield. Call them at 413-376-4135 or go online to dillonchevrolet.com. Thanks, folks. Greenfield Savings Bank, celebrating 150 years. For a local Greenfield Savings Bank location near you, go online to greenfieldsavings.com.
In general, what is our total CO2 production like in the U.S.? How about in Massachusetts? In total, the United States produced over 5 billion metric tons of CO2 in 2015. We were one of the largest producers of CO2 in the world, second only to China, that produced over 10 billion metric tons. During this year, Massachusetts produced 65.3 million metric tons of CO2. This placed us in the middle of the United States CO2 production.
No more runs. Matter of fact, if they score a couple more runs here, it really wouldn't surprise me if they end up making a pitching change and be able to have an opportunity to be able to give Phelps the rest that he could use for Monday night. It would be nice to know that you can be able to have your number one still pretty fresh on Monday against Southwick, where you still got Peabody and Devlin available too. So that's a pretty nice position that Greenfield could put themselves into, but that's a decision of the long-time coach here at Greenfield and Coach Tom Schusnick.
Bobby, I'm going to give you a stat that has nothing to do with the ball game here because we're not quite ready to go here.
All right.
We're talking about the home plate umpire, Billy Joe Robideau, Ware native.
Yep.
Came up with the Brewers, which is my other team other than the Red Sox.
Yeah, you've always said that was your National League team.
A big Brewers fan going years and years, going back to the 70s, actually.
You just like the big uke, that's why.
1985, how about this? He was in the Texas League. He was playing with El Paso. Brewers AA farm team in the Texas League. This is 1985, so 34 years ago. He batted, get this, Bobby, he batted .342, 23 home runs, 132 runs knocked in.
Wow.
It wasn't long after that he was in Milwaukee for the first time.
And now he's got a nice spare tire and hangs out behind the plate here at GHS tonight.
But hey, in any league to knock in 132 runs, are you kidding me? That's
awesome. 132 ribs, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Nice job. We'll give you kudos there, Billy Joe.
Well, he got to play with two of my all-time favorite ball players.
Let me guess. Paul Molitor.
Yes.
And Robin Yount.
You got it.
Hey!
Yount and Molitor.
Ding, 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 ding.
Those were my guys back in the day. Two Hall of Famers, two very smart players.
Yeah, you can tell I love the game of baseball, Jeff, so there you go, bud.
Joel Peabody leads off here in the Greenfield fourth, the Wave leading by a score of 9-0. And the first pitch from Barry is low for a ball. So third pitcher of the game, if somehow, some way, the Senators can come back in advance, they're going to be a pitching pickle for Monday, I'll tell you that. Ooh, nearly hit him.
Yeah.
Up and in. Did it get him? No.
No.
Yes? Oh, no, it did not.
No, it didn't get him, but he ended up he had to adjust his elbow pad. Because when he went to move, he jolted his arm.
Yeah, Barry with swung on a miss, strike two.
You know, he didn't have to bite on that one. He probably could have got away with ball three right there.
Yeah, 2-1 the count for
Peabody helped him out, yeah.
Yeah, Barry definitely with more speed than either Barnes or Herc. Here's the next pitch. And this is hammered down the right field line. It's got a little bit of a hook. That's going to go foul by about 20 feet.
Yeah. Well, he's got a nice release. You know, if you look at the way Barnes has been pitching and also where Herc was, he seems to have a little bit more intensity on his pitches than the other two have. So if you're used to hitting off the other two, now you're going to have to be able to swing a little earlier than you did on the other two.
And the 2-2 pitch, and that one did hit him right in the middle of the back. He is doubled over in pain. That got him right, it looked to me, Bobby, like it was right in the middle of the back.
Yeah, and, that's your guy who's going to be able to pitch for you on Monday if you guys win.
And good sportsmanship, the pitcher, Barry, comes in to check on him, and they kind of high-five with
that was
the glove.
nice. Good job by Mr. Barry there. And Joel,
Tom Sushnik's going to come out to talk to him. And
he wants to check him out, make sure he's breathing right.
They got him right in the middle of the back. He's okay.
Good job right there by Joel. Tough kid, man.
Bobby, I noticed we need to flip the lights on the. We need to flip the switch on the lights here.
Yeah, they haven't had the lights on at all here tonight.
When and where do they do that?
I don't know.
Okay, in center field.
Yeah, barely on. Looks up from here. It doesn't look like they're. Yeah, it's
no,
weird.
They're not on.
They're not on. It's just like a reflection, is all it is.
Getting a little dark here as the sun is making its descent on the western horizon. Cam Baird, third baseman, up, runner on first, nobody out, and he takes a called strike 0-1. Greenfield 9, Mahar nothing here in the fourth.
You know what I love about the month of July is that it's 9:15, 9:20, and it's just starting to get dark, Jeff.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. Here is the set by Barry. And the 0-1 pitch popped up right side, foul territory. First baseman comes over, makes the play.
Tough night right here for Cam Baird at the plate. Struck out, also the play to the pitcher, and then right there he flew out to the first baseman.
So we have one out here, and 9-0 in favor of Greenfield. So the pitcher, Barry, yes, we heard about this on the pregame before we took the air. Barry and Peabody, our teammates, for the rest of the summer, once the high school season's over, they're teammates on Legion.
Good Legion team. I'll tell you right now, Coach Phelps has got a good little team there with that Legion team this year. And you know what? If you're him, you got to have some expectations. I mean, I know I would.
0-1 pitch to Sack is inside. Count now goes to 1-1. One out. Runner on first base. Greenfield leading by a score of 9-0. Yeah, post 81, they've traditionally been strong, and we often host state tournaments here at Vets Field, which is always a lot of fun. You see some great talent come in from all over the state of Massachusetts.
One of their big rivals, believe it or not, is the group of folks from the Berkshires that is the Pittsfield team, which is Taconic.
The Taconic kids,
exactly.
They're really good.
Yeah, and by the way, the Wave, if they end up beating Southwick, they could be playing Taconic in the semifinals.
1-2 the count to Sack with one out. Runner on first, and the pitch from Barry. Curveball just missed inside. They did.
Oh, that was a good
up.
pitch. That was a good pitch.
Yeah, that definitely was a strike. I was going to say.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. Out inside corner. Nice job right there by Barry. He hit it.
2 outs now here in the Greenfield fourth inning. It remains 9-0 Wave. Again, runner remains on third base, and here is Nate Hazelton. He got a single his first time up.
Had a nice hit too.
Hard hit ball to center field, takes a fastball high, 1-0. If Hazel can reach, we'll see Ryan Cody, who has been on base twice via the walk. Barry checks the runner on first base. Here's the set. And the 1-0 pitch hit in the air into shallow left field. This one could be trouble. It will drop for a single. And now we got a runner that's going to get held up between second and third. And they're going to go back to Peabody, running towards third base. He's got to be getting tired, and he is finally put out.
Good defense right there by the Senators to be able to get that out. And all of a sudden, they had a clean inning. No runs that inning.
We go to the fifth inning. Western Mass Division III first round. All Greenfield, the Green Wave leading by a score of 9-0 here on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Pine Hill Orchards. Visit them at 248 Greenfield Road in Coleraine. Serving breakfast and lunch and offering homemade farm foods, you can call 413-624-3325 or go online to pinehillorchards.com. Bowery and Schmidt General Contractors, locally owned by Bob and Robin Provost. For more information and to see their work, go to their website, MoweryandSchmidt.com, or call them at 773-3176.
Owen Phelps will go back to the mound here. We had speculated if Greenfield was able to score a couple, 3 runs or more in their half of the 4th inning, that we might see Tom Sushnik go to one of his other pitchers and save Owen for another day in the tournament. However, they did not score, so he's out there. But still, a minimal workload so far. He's got the shutout going. Not a lot of overexertion so far for the senior right-hander.
No, and you could always use him in a situation if you need him as a closer, even if you end up having a tight one on Monday night against Southwick, if you get there, which at this moment they are looking pretty good to have that happen. And of course, a big game here for a home game against a very good Southwick team. That Southwick team ended up getting the best of them earlier this year, and Southwick has had their number over the last couple of seasons, quite honestly. So this would be an opportunity for them to be able to get some revenge at the right time in tournament play.
Brody Barrett is in the bullpen, Bobby.
Yeah, so there you go. See if you could be able to use him for only 5 innings. Now you got a chance to use him on Monday night. And that's a good strategy, I think, by Coach Schuschnigg and the staff.
Yeah, let's be honest. It has worked out virtually perfect for the Green Wave tonight. I mean, they just ran in and out. They've had a few errors, but in terms of having a game go your way and getting a win, looks like they will get the win more than likely. But just having everything sort of aligned the way they wanted it.
Yeah, I mean, he's only let up 2 hits here tonight. A 2-hit shutout so far.
Jake Berry, the pitcher, first ball swinging, pops it foul. Out over our heads, out of play, and the count is 0-1.
You talked about this earlier in the broadcast. You were saying about composure and how important it is. I think he's been totally in control of himself here tonight and in this game.
This pitch is swung on foul down the left field line. They're going to all run down there, unable to get over there. As the left fielder sacking the third baseman Bear, but the count quickly 0-2 now. 9-0 Greenfield. Yeah, like we were mentioning earlier, just doesn't really come unglued, doesn't get phased.
Nope. And it's great because this is an opportunity for this team to go deep here in the tournament. And I really believe that Greenfield can go deep this year.
Next pitch is fouled again off the left side. Third baseman Bear taking a look. Out of play. It was beyond where we could see.
Owen's like, oh, man, just went out of play. Because that would have been a nice out right there if he was able to get that.
This is the bottom third of the Mahar order, by the way. Barry will be followed by Cole Johnson and Todd Chasen, the right fielder.
And he was able to get all 3 of those batters their first time around.
Here's the windup, and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, but the ball gets to Hazelton, and reaching first base easily will be Jake Berry. So the strikeout, but the runner will reach. It's one of those odd baseball rules.
It is, yeah.
He does get credit for the K, but runner on first with nobody out.
Yep, drop third strike has definitely been something that can help you.
Cole Johnson began the game at second. Now is playing shortstop. He'll bat here with nobody out and runner on first base. He takes a called strike, 0-1. Does not have the biggest strike zone. That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, but we talked about guys who are tiny in the majors, and what about a guy like Petey? Whoever thought that he wasn't able to get things done, right?
No, he did for a long time.
Oh, yes.
Johnson squares to bunt, and did it get him on the foot?
Got him on the foot.
So he will go down to first base, and you brought up Dustin Pedroia, looking like probably the end for Pedroia. I hate to say that. I don't think guys like me can tell a guy like him that he's done, but
no, but
I think his knee is pretty much shot.
I do too. But you look at the way that guy played and how hard he played his whole career. He was able to always play very tough, and he played very hard and was very hard on himself.
Bunt down the third base line, picked up by Phelps. High throw. Campbell pulled it down. They got the out, but the bunt works. Runners now on second and third with 1 out.
That was a really nice play right there by Phelps to be able to get that over to Campbell at first base. And now you got 2 guys in running and scoring position. Big opportunity with Jake Tenney up here.
Yep, top of the order.
Yeah.
So a chance now to finally get that 0 off the scoreboard if Mahar's going to make a run. I mean, they're running out of opportunities. We're in the 5th inning right now. So they are running out of time.
Well, this is the guy you want to try to strike out.
Set by Phelps, the first pitch. That's in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, that thing broke really nice, Jeff. It was a really nice curveball. right there by Phelps. That number 2 has worked very well all season long.
The windup and the pitch. Ground ball down the third base line. That will go foul. Baird will go over there and pick it up so that it wouldn't possibly come back fair.
Oh, no, that was good hustle right there by Baird to get down that line to be able to grab that ball.
And the count quickly 0-2 to the left fielder and leadoff man, Jake Tenney.
This would be a huge strikeout for Owen Phelps.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
1 out. Runners on second and third. Greenfield 9, Mahar nothing. Tenney hits out a very big open stance. The next pitch is a fastball high, 1-2.
Tried to go upstairs, see if he was going to bite, and he did not.
On deck, the catcher, Will Paradina. Phelps working out of the stretch. Turns and fires.
Nice pitch
Got him,
right there.
called strike 3.
That was
What
a beautiful
nice pitch.
Wow, right there at the knees and right on the corner as well. And he goes down on strikes looking. Now you got an opportunity right here for Paradina to be able to get Mahar a couple of runs that they need here in this one.
This is the third inning that Mahar has put runners in scoring position, but they still have a 0 up there. Yeah, first pitch.
Yeah, sticking with that number 2 that's been working, man. You know, you got to stick with that pitch that could be able to get you ahead in the count. Big moment right here for Owen Phelps.
The set, the 0-1 pitch, that hit the plate, and that's going to go to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, Mahar has their first run of the night as Jake Berry scores from third. It's 9-1 Greenfield.
Yeah, and it hit the plate, and there was no way that Hazel was ever going to be able to get that one. That thing went up about 30 feet in the air.
It went way up, yeah. No chance for the stocky Greenfield catcher to glove that one.
No way. That thing came flying off that plate.
So the Senators on the board. It's now 9-1, but 2 outs and a runner on third, and the pitch. And this is hit in the center field and almost right in his tracks. David Carey puts it away, but the Senators do score. We go to the last of the 5th inning, and on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, Greenfield 9, Mahar 1 on Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Reports Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Cruise and Travel Company, located in Turner's Falls. You can call them at 413-863-3143 to make an appointment, or visit their website at cruiseandtravelcompany.com. Manny's TV and Appliances in Greenfield. Visit them at 51 River Street. Peruse their website at mannystv.com or call them at 1-800-501-3168 for the Manny's nearest to you. Fitzgerald Real Estate, located at 116 Federal Street in Greenfield. You can get information online at fitzgeraldrealestate.com or just simply give them a call at 774-6317.
Well, Bobby, one of my favorite Dustin Pedroia stories. Again, we're hopeful that we'll see him play again, but perhaps not. But back in his prime, 2007 World Series, they were out in Denver to play the Rockies. Sox would sweep Colorado that year, win the World Series. But one of the games out in Denver, well, let me take it back a step. When the series was at Fenway, Pedroia hit an absolute laser off of a Rockies pitcher named Jeff Francis. So Pedroia, as was custom, got out to the ballpark early, liked to get out there early, take ground balls, batting practice. You know, he was a worker bee type guy. Gets out to the ballpark early, and I think he may have not brought his Major League Baseball player's ID card or whatever to get to the ballpark early, and security was holding him up. And of course, Pedroia, you know, not a big guy, doesn't necessarily look like a
Major League, yeah,
professional athlete necessarily. He goes about 5'8", probably 5'7", maybe. So the security guy is kind of giving him a hard time. And I have to keep it clean because we're on the radio, but he says, ask Jeff expletive Francis who I am.
That's right, the guy who he ended up hitting the bomb off of. That's right.
And they let him in. They figured out, oh yeah, that's that pain in the butt Red Sox second baseman.
That's funny. Hey, by the way, I wanted to say one thing, Jeff, while we had an opportunity, because we do have a second here.
Yep.
They got the flags up around the fence that's over by the dugout.
That has Billy Phelps' fingerprints all over it.
And the Post 81, you know, it's always great to be able to salute our veterans, and we want to thank our servicemen and women for everything that they do for us. And it always looks sharp around here and that's just an added touch right there with those flags.
Ryan Cody leading off for Greenfield. First ball swinging, foul down the right field into the Mahar crowd.
Yeah, they had a guy from the crowd literally come and try to save the day. It looked like Superman was coming out.
Yeah, kicks.
He's all the way back on like the third row, and he like ran. Save the ladies.
Yeah, kick save and a beauty.
Yeah.
0-1 to Cody. Here's the next pitch to Ryan. He's walked twice inside. 1-1. You got that right, Bobby? 2 walks?
Yeah, he's got 2 walks. Matter of fact, the 2 bottom guys with Hazel and Cody, 2 hits for Hazel tonight and 2 walks for Cody. So your bottom guy is getting on.
Takes a strike, 1-2. I'll tell you what, Ryan, late in the basketball season, really started to come on. And he's another one of those young athletes that, you know, doesn't necessarily look like a freshman out there.
No, and he's going to run a good point for Angelo.
Pitches inside, and the count goes to 2-2. Yep, we've seen it a million times, Bobby. You'll see a freshman get into a varsity basketball game, and some of them have that deer in the headlights look. They have no idea what they're running for an offensive play. That pitch went behind Ryan.
Wow. I've never seen a pitch like that in a long time, man.
How that didn't hit him, I'll never know.
And it was behind him by about a foot.
Yeah. And count goes to 3-2. Barry into his motion. And the payoff pitch to Cody. Called strike 3. Gets run up.
Got him on the low.
Yeah, Ryan was ready to head down the first, but has to come back to the dugout. 1 out.
Well, top of the order again. So this is the 4th trip for David Carey here tonight. 2 base hits and a walk. Nice solid night for him, including that big first inning where he ended up with those 2 steals and scored the first run.
The windup and the pitch from Barry, and takes it for a strike. And speaking of like young players playing, I remember the first time I saw Malcolm Smith play basketball for Mully, his freshman year. He came out, and I'm watching him and I'm thinking, there's no way he got it like right away. This pitch is hammered into right center field. This one's going to go a long way. Diving attempt at the catch, is unable to come up with it, and looking for 3 is Carey. Relay throw, stand-up triple for David Carey here in the Greenfield 5th.
What a night this guy has had tonight. David Carey, a huge night for the Wave. 3 for, literally, he's 3 for 3 because he had the walk with a triple and 2 singles. Nice night by David Carey.
Boy, I'll tell you, Bobby, he can pick him up and put him down.
Yeah, and he's a great center fielder too. He can carry. He could be able to really get a lot of real estate out there with his speed too.
Owen Phelps takes a called strike with a fastball. 0-1.
I can get a lot of real estate from like where the first baseman is right now to the bag, and that's about it.
Same. 1 out, runner on third. This pitch is fouled off on the right. Quickly 0-2 to Phelps. Hunter Campbell is on deck. So some of these Greenfield players, like Owen Phelps and Hunter Campbell, they've already received their high school diplomas. They're not technically GHS students anymore, but suiting up for the green and white. And they're going to ride this train as long as they can, because this is it.
Yeah, and they're both playing Legion ball. They're part of that Legion team that's very powerful for Greenfield. You know, I always say that's got to be a tough job for Coach Phelps to have to try to play all these kids, but they have a lot of games.
0-2 pitches foul back to the screen. Count remains 0-2.
It's a lot of games, Jeff, in a very short amount of time. You know, these guys play 4 times, sometimes 5 times in a week, so it really makes it for a lot of baseball in a very short amount of time this summer.
Here's the set. The 0-2 pitch to Phelps, and this is hit in the right center field. That's going to go down for a base hit. Overrun by the right fielder, and looking for 2 now, and standing up there with a double. Owen Phelps. It is 10-1 Greenfield as Carey scores easily from third base.
Yeah, and this might be it for Owen Phelps. I don't think he might not come out because you said Baird was getting some warm-ups in there. You might see him for the 6th and the 7th inning for Greenfield because they're really starting to open things up right now with a 9-run lead. And not done yet with Hunter Campbell, man, with a guy on second.
Great night for Greenfield, all phases. The 1-run for Mahar was on a wild pitch. And Greenfield brought their bats tonight, no doubt about that. Here's the first pitch to Hunter, swinging, fouling it back out of play over our heads, 0-1. Still only 1 out here in the 5th.
You know, I was talking about the seniors here, and, you know, you got Cam Baird, and you got Nate Hazelton, you got Phelps and Campbell, but all those other kids are all coming back, Jeff.
All coming back. Next pitch.
And Devlin, too. I think Devlin's a senior as well.
Devlin is a senior.
Devlin is a senior as well.
That next pitch was fouled back. Still 0-2 now to Hunter Campbell.
But in our lineup tonight, you got Carey coming back, you got Hart coming back, Peabody, Sack, and Cody.
And there are some there are some freshmen that are making. I'll tell you, Greenfield will make the point in a moment. This next pitch is in the dirt. Wild pitch. Catcher can't find it, and a huge turn at third base, and now losing his footing is Phelps, and they're going to throw to the plate. And did he get in there?
Oh,
he got around the catcher who was covering the plate. Phelps scores the run. How did he get in there?
Oh my gosh, that was unbelievable.
Well, this game is on GCTV tonight. I'm going to have to take a look at that video.
Wow.
He lost his footing as he came around third. He took a wide turn on that wild pitch.
Wow, that was a really nice job by Phelps to be able to get his hand underneath that tag.
And he scores from second base. Wow. 11-1 Greenfield. This pitch is skied in the right field, and that is caught for the second out. And now we're going to get a pinch batter for Greenfield as Kyle Devlin will come up right here.
Yeah, and he's hitting for Jared Hart.
So I'm trying to think what Tom Sushnik might be doing here for the next half inning.
Yeah.
Well, Devlin hasn't been warming up to our knowledge. I mean, we can't see the Greenfield bullpen. We had heard that Brody Baird was down there.
Yep.
Well, we're going to get our answer. We're almost certain that we're not going to see Owen Phelps out there. Curveball to Devlin, taken for a ball. Kyle is the number 3 starting pitcher for Greenfield, and when he doesn't pitch, he generally catches, although began the game on the bench here tonight, but he's in there now. The windup, and they pitch to Devlin, up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. Greenfield 11, Mahar 1.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous sky right now. Wow. It's just a beautiful night here in Greenfield.
Lots of pinks, and it looks like it's got one of those candy cotton looks.
Yeah, it looks like cotton candy just sort of flowing in the air here tonight.
Pitch is fouled back by Kyle Devlin. 2-1 the count.
That's one thing Bobby C does not like. I do not like cotton candy. I like pie. How's that? Oh, that was a good swing.
Devlin swings through that one. Count goes to 2-2 on Kyle.
All right. Well, Devlin's going to have to keep an eye on this one here.
I loved cotton candy about 45 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you grow up. Next pitch is low and outside. They go to 3-2. We got another note. 11-1 Greenfield. A full count to Kyle Devlin. Here's the windup and the pitch. And this is hammered into center field. Lining it up is Logan Dodge. Puts it away, and the side is retired. 2 more runs, though, for Greenfield. We go to the 6th. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Greenfield 11, Mahar 1. This is Bear Country 95.3.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Dunkin' Donuts, locally owned by the Mata family, with 3 Greenfield locations, including 2 drive-through locations on Federal Street and also on the Mohawk Trail in Greenfield. America runs on Dunkin'. Valley Steel Stamp is located at 15 Greenfield Road in the Industrial Park and is locally owned by Stephen Capshaw. They are now hiring, and if you want to be a part of something big, go to vsscnc.com/careers. Franklin First Federal Credit Union, located at 55 Newton Street in Greenfield. You can call 774-6700, or for more information, go to their website at franklinfirst.com.
Bleeding can be either external or internal. External bleeding is bleeding outside the skin that you can see. Internal bleeding is bleeding inside the skin that you can't see. External bleeding can quickly become life-threatening if not controlled. Severe bleeding occurs when a large blood vessel is cut or torn. When this happens, a child can lose a lot of blood within minutes. Severe bleeding may be stopped with pressure applied over the cut or tear. It is important to stay calm. Bleeding often looks worse than it is. Phone or send someone to phone 911 if there is a lot of bleeding, you cannot stop the bleeding, you see signs of shock, you suspect a head, neck, or spinal injury, or you are not sure what to do. Make sure the scene is safe, get the first aid kit, and wear gloves. Apply dressings from the first aid kit. Put direct pressure on the dressings over the bleeding area. Use the flat part of your fingers or the palm of your hand. If the bleeding does not stop, you'll need to add more dressings and press harder. Do not remove a dressing once it's in place because this could cause the wound to bleed more. Keep pressure on the wound until it stops bleeding. Once the bleeding has stopped, or if you can't keep pressure on the wound, wrap a bandage firmly over the dressing to hold them in place.
We'd like to thank GCTV for helping us record this video, and for those of you who watch this, we wish that you take it seriously and take care of yourself and others. Brought to you by Troop
12926.
Jeff Terrell, Bobby C. here in the booth at Vets Field. Dave Reno in our studios on Woodard Road in Greenfield. Friday night baseball here. And the Green Wave firmly in control of this, and as we suspected, end of the night for Owen Phelps, at least as a pitcher. He's gone out to short. Jared Hart, who actually played sick tonight under the weather, really gutted it out for his team. He is out of the game. And Kyle Devlin, who was the pinch hitter for Hart, he is now pitching here in the 6th inning.
Wanted to bring up a nice stat here that Owen Phelps ended up with a 2-hitter. That one run that they did score, that was an unearned run because it would hit that plate and ended up scoring that runner from third. So no earned runs for Phelps here tonight.
Charlie Barnes leads off for the Senators here in the 6th inning, and they've got some work to do. 11-1 against Kyle Devlin. Looks to come in and shut the door right here. He's got 6 outs to get here. First pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Devlin, a very quick worker, right back on the hill. The 0-1 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 2.
Looking good.
Well, when you talk about Greenfield baseball, he's not the first name that comes to mind, but he's had a strong season for Tom Sushnik.
Absolutely.
Formerly a student at Pioneer in the Franklin Tech School, but came here to Greenfield, and he's made his contributions. That pitch is a curveball in the dirt, 1-2.
It's funny, I watched him grow up through Little League, and to see where he's at today as a senior in high school compared to then, he's done a lot of work. And congratulations to Kyle on the work that he's put into his game of baseball.
Yep, fine senior year for the Wave. Here's the windup, and the 1-2 pitch from Devlin. Foul back over our heads, out of play. Down near the batting cage. And the count remains 1-2.
Well, a good position right here for Devlin to be able to be way ahead here in the count.
Barnes, Herc, and Dodge here in the Mahar 6th inning. Here's the windup. The 1-2 curveball swung on a miss, strike 3. A beauty of a pitch right there. 1 out here in the Mahar 6th.
Yeah, nice job right there by Kyle Devlin to be able to pick up that strikeout here in the 6th. And 5 more outs for the Wave, and they can be able to pack it in for the night, get a couple of days rest here, and be back on this field on Monday for a chance to be able to get to a semifinal if they can knock off a very good Southwick team.
Yep, the Rams are coming to town, looks like, on Monday night. The windup and the first pitch to Herc as a ball, 1-0. On deck is Logan Dodge, the center fielder. Kyle Devlin gets the sign from Hazelton into his motion. The 1-0 pitch. And that's a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that was just a little bit low. Bit of a taller player.
Devlin deals 2-0. That is just a little bit outside. 3 balls and no strikes.
Well, now you got to bring yourself back. You had a nice job there on that first batter to be able to strike him out. Now you just come back, get yourself into that groove.
Well, it's the ultimate benefit here. You got a 10-road lead. Just throw strikes. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Yeah, let your defense do its job.
And they've been doing it well. The Waves defense has been very good, especially over the last 8 games with their winning streak.
This next pitch is low. The 3-1 is in the dirt. So a 1-out walk. Hurt goes down to first base. Logan Dodge, the center fielder, up. And Devlin wants a new baseball.
Dodge ended up flying out to Hunter Campbell, and then a really nice play was made by Jared Hart, who is now out of the game, not feeling well. He made a nice play over to Campbell back in the 4th. So Dodge is now 0 for 2 on the night. Like I said, only 2 hits were given up by Owen Phelps in his work here tonight over 5.
Dodge, a right-handed batter. Hurt taking his lead at first. Devlin now working out of the stretch. And the first pitch fouled at the plate, 0-1. 11-1 Greenfield here in the 6th inning. Sunday night, we're going to be with you. And that'll be a quarterfinal round matchup over at Turners Falls High School. Turners Falls, Bobby, they made the tournament this year. How about that?
Yeah. Boy, Gary Mullins made the tournament? Wow.
It's so funny.
Oh, gosh.
Here's the set, and the 0-1 pitch swung on a miss, strike 2. So Devlin quickly ahead.
You know, we talked about the losses that they had this year, Jeff. They were both by 1 run against 2 Division I programs, period. That's pretty good.
It's amazing what they've been able to do over the last couple of decades. Here's the next pitch, and just inside, 1-2. 1 out, run first.
That wasn't a bad placement right there, Jeff.
Nope.
That just missed. I mean, if it was just a hair higher, that would have been strike 3.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Dodge. Hurt taking his lead at first. Here's the pitch, up and away. Count goes to 2-2. But it's just ridiculous, Bobby, with that softball program over there in Powertown, where when the season begins, you literally can just say, yeah, they will be in the tournament. Probably the number 1.
Yep.
Every year. And the years that they're not, for some reason, seeded number 1, they make those teams pay.
Oh, absolutely.
Next pitch, check swing, called, strike 3.
That was beautiful. Hey, Jeff, you know, there's another coach who was also one of those teams in basketball that would make you pay, and that was the old Lee Wildcats girls basketball program.
Yeah.
They were a Division III school, but boy, they played like D1.
D2,
yeah, they did, man.
Yeah. They'd come into the tournament, you know, 12-8, something like that. Not the number 1 seed, and they'd
dominate everybody.
Crush the opposition. You know, we would. First pitch, by the way, is outside for a ball to the pinch batter. This is Liam O'Donnell. He's now batting. Actually, he came into the game when they did the one of the pitching switches.
Yep.
Lysak out of the game. Set and the pitch. Swung on a miss.
He was way behind that one. Yeah, way behind that one. That was a good.
Yeah, I felt bad because those Lee Wildcat girls basketball teams, you know, we'd send what we thought was a pretty good local team up against them, usually Frontier.
Yes.
And it didn't work out very well. We'll just put it that way. Skied into right field, coming in and putting it away, Joel Peabody. The side is retired. We now head to the bottom of the 6th inning. All Greenfield, the Wave leads it 11-1 over the Senators on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard.
GCTV and Franklin County Varsity Sports Report's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by the Northfield Golf Club. Located at 31 Holton Street, the Northfield Golf Club is a 9-hole golf course. You can call them at 413-498-2432 or contact Shelby for more information at shelby@northfieldgolfcourse.com. Riff's North Restaurant and Bar, located at 116 Avenue A in Turners Falls. Local owner Rich Lyman invites you to stop in and try them. For hours and menu, go online to riffsnorth.com. Dillon Chevrolet. Visit their showroom at 54 Main Street in Greenfield. Call them at 413-376-4135 or go online to dillonchevrolet.com. Thanks, folks. Greenfield Savings Bank, celebrating 150 years. For a local Greenfield Savings Bank location near you, go online to greenfieldsavings.com.
Greenfield 3 outs away now. Nice clean inning there for Kyle Devlin. Did give up the one walk, but was able to work out of that. A couple of strikeouts, and Greenfield will come up. We're going to get some new batters in the lineup for Greenfield.
Well, that's good. This is a great opportunity for them to get a few at-bats. You know, they always say when you're into tournament play, if you got an opportunity to give some of these kids an opportunity at getting an extra bat or even being able to go out for the last inning and get an inning out in the field, take advantage of it right now, especially when you got an 11-1 lead and your turnaround time is literally coming up in a couple of days. And it's nice to see senior Ben Hernandez.
Yeah, Ben Hernandez is going to bat here.
Benny's sitting up at the plate here.
And on deck for Greenfield is Bodie Baird.
Oh, he's going to be hitting for his bro.
Here's the windup in the first pitch to Hernandez. Taken inside corner for a strike, 0-1. And trying to see who's in the hole. Can't quite see that far. But for Greenfield starting 9, I mean, they got the job done.
Absolutely.
A little bit late on that swing was Hernandez, and then he falls behind 0-2. Bodie Baird on deck.
Well, he's got to step back and get it done.
And called strike 3.
All right, and that is definitely out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Jeff, is there a verified time definitely on Monday for a 7 o'clock start here?
I'm hearing it is going to be a 7 o'clock start. I think the reason why there was talk either 4 or 7 is it would have been a 4 o'clock start if that game had been in Southwick.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. That's why you're the man and I'm sitting on the side.
We believe that to be the case. Baird takes a pitch inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Guess we'll find out more.
If the game had been in Southwick, which would take an unbelievable comeback in the top of the 7th inning by Mahar, I'm sure that they would play in the afternoon down there.
Right,
but we do have lights here.
Yes, we do. And why wouldn't you start at 7 when you got the girls that are playing at 5 o'clock on Monday night?
That's right.
Now you could see both play. That'd be great.
Wind up the pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And on deck for Greenfield is Rice.
All right. Good old Cam. He's a great kid, man. I love Cam.
Wind up in the pitch. This is grounded foul wide of third.
2 Cams on this team. You got Cam Baird and you got Cam Rice.
I like that name too, actually.
By the way, Cam is he's known as a hockey player as part of the Greenfield hockey team.
Yep.
And really great family, really nice guy too.
Hey, Brody. The windup and the 1-2 pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. So 2 down here for Greenfield. Well, again, they're getting some of the young talent in, but Bobby, I have to say that a lot of attention's been paid to the Greenfield girls over this run they've had over the last 4 or 5 years. Deservedly so, but at the middle school level, starting about 3-4 years ago, the middle school athletes, you started seeing the Drew Conitz and the Bobby Provosts, and you mentioned the hockey player Rice and some other guys.
They're all coming up, bud.
Now we're going to start hearing a lot about the Greenfield boys. That football team, I mean, who knows? It's not a guarantee, but expect Greenfield football to really make its mark over the next few years.
Absolutely.
They're losing Mr. Bird, of course, 2,000-yard rusher, and they're losing Hunter Campbell, of course, and their quarterback, Owen Phelps. But
yeah, good old Nooney will be gone. He was a good ball player, too.
Great ball player. That pitch is high, 2-1.
Nooney was a big part of the receiving corps, for sure, for that football team.
That guy just made plays, man.
I was really thinking about this.
Plays.
2 guys in Franklin County in football with 2,000 yards, Jeff.
There's a called strike 3. Barry strikes out the side. We go to the 7th. Greenfield 3 outs away from putting the capper on this one. They lead 11-1 over Mahar on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Back after this on Bear Country 95.3.
Each year, hundreds of loving dogs in Franklin County are abandoned without food or shelter. The Franklin County Sheriff's Regional Dog Shelter provides a sanctuary for these dogs in transition to the permanent homes. Adopt a dog from the FCSO today and offer them a forever home in your heart.
Welcome to the Franklin County Sheriff's Regional Dog Shelter.
This was Owen Phelps' 10th start in 2019 for Greenfield. The previous 9 starts, the Green Wave with an 8-1 record. They're 3 outs away from making it 9-1 in Owen's 10 starts because they lead 11-1. Kyle Devlin on the mound with 3 outs to get here.
You know the old saying, pitching does give you an opportunity to win games. And good pitching with good fielding and excellent hitting means that you have a really good chance to win. And this team right here is 3 outs away from a 9-game winning streak.
Devlin's first pitch and swinging through, missing it. Jake Berry, who's the pitcher, he just struck out Greenfield. He had a good relief stint, 3 innings, gave up 2 runs. The 0-1 pitch from Devlin, right down Broadway. Yeah, that's a strike. He just let it fly. Just throw strikes. You're up by 10 runs.
That's it. And that's all you can ask from your pitcher right now is with a 10-run lead, just throw strikes.
The 0-2 pitch, a little bit high with that one, 1-2. I'm sure Tom Sushnik, Vinny Melendez, the rest of the coaches, they said, Kyle, just get out there and just play catch with Hazel. Just play catch with your catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Berry. Swung on a miss, strike 3.
Wow, it's a really nice pitch right there by Devlin. Hey, he's already picked up 3 strikeouts here and only an inning and a third. Not bad.
And coming up now to bat for Mahar, Eli Spencer, number 16, right-handed batter. Kyle. Greenfield now 2 outs away. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen, 0-1. So we will see what Tom Sushnik does on Monday against Southwick. So this is Friday night, so a rest day Saturday and Sunday.
You go with Peabody. You also got Devlin that could be available, and you got an opportunity to use Owen if you need to close out.
Yep.
So you got really all 3 available for certain opportunities on Monday night, Jeff.
Called strike. It's 0-2 now to Eli Spencer. You're going to go high with this one. And did he hit him?
No, but it went behind.
Went behind him.
That's
so,
the second behind the batter pitch we've seen here tonight.
Kyle really let that one fly.
Yeah, 1 for each team here.
And the count now goes to 1-2. But Bobby, you know, this game could have been like the first game. First game was 9-7. Could have burned up a lot of pitches. Could have used multiple pitchers potentially. Quick turnaround. I mean, it could not have worked out any better for the Wave.
It's true.
Swung on a miss, strike 3. Another K for Devlin.
That's
and now the Wave
4.
is 1 out away. What a nice relief stint for the Greenfield senior right-hander.
Solid night here by the Wave, here at home in front of the home crowd. And you know, you got a lot to think about over the next 48 hours. You just go home, you enjoy the weekend. Some of these seniors are probably having graduation parties. I know that my nephew Hunter is having one tomorrow. We'll just make the best of it.
Here's the first pitch, and that is in there. Ball 1. Another team that wears the green will be coming to town, and it's a team that
very good.
The local green hasn't had great success against in the past.
No, and matter of fact, we didn't have very good success in our girls basketball game with a very good talented team of the Annie Brissett days when they had to take on a girl by the name of Rebecca Lobo, everybody.
1990.
Oh, man.
1 ball, 1 strike to Colin Boyle. Swung on a miss, strike 2. So now Greenfield 1 pitch away.
You know, and Rebecca's brother was a really good basketball player, too, back in the 80s.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Devlin into his motion. The 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3, strikes out the side, and Greenfield has advanced to the quarterfinal round. They win it easily here in the prelim over Mahar. Final score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, Greenfield 11, Mahar 1. Stay tuned, the postgame show next on Bear Country 95.3.